the one to watch. See him in his lonely Keanu phase before he hits the big time. Jon Dore.
Oh, I am so thrilled to be back in Canada because I just got back from Afghanistan where I was entertaining the troops. So, thank you. Oh, thank you. Very kind. I was performing for the Taliban, and I tell you, I will do anything for money, I have realized, because I like drinking, and that costs monies. Last week I got so drunk when I got home from the bar, I had to go straight to the toilet and vomit, which angered my roommate because I ended up getting puke all over his precious crotch. Leave the lights on at night when you're laying a deuce, bud. Oh, I'm getting a tattoo. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. But I'm getting older now, so I don't want to get a tattoo I'm going to regret because they're forever. So I've decided I'm going to get a very classy tattoo. I'm going to get a bow tie on my neck. Yeah. Because number one, it'll match my suspenders tattoo that I already have, right? Yeah. Stupid. No, but more importantly, with a bow tie tattoo, I'm gonna look dressed up when I'm naked. So after sex, I'll get to do this. Get out. Well, I used to live with a girl, but I had to end the relationship because I hated her. Oh. I had to end that relationship anyway for another reason. Like, we let ourselves go. We got too comfortable, you know. You don't care what we look like, you know. Like, I think it's okay when I let myself go, but I don't think it's okay when she lets herself go. Oh, I am totally blanking. Wow, it got tense in here real quick, didn't it? It's okay if I let myself go. It's not okay if she lets herself. How you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys doing good? You guys ever forget anything at work? You ever do that? It's okay if I let myself. This is more messed up than you know, I'm telling you. Like, I've not done this joke in a long time, and I thought, oh, it's the big TV taping. You used to love doing it. So I thought, oh, I'll do it. So I was going to listen to the joke on my tape recorder before the show. I should probably explain that. Stand-up comics will tape their sets on a tape recorder so they can listen to the jokes and improve on them. And clearly, I didn't do that. And I was honestly, I queued it up, and I was about to listen to it, and I thought, oh, like riding a bike, you'll never forget. And here we are! You know what I'm gonna do? I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not, and if this doesn't work, I'll just walk off stage feeling embarrassed, and you guys have been great. But I know I queued it up. This is an old stand-up set with the joke on it, so I hope you can hear this.
So anyway, I think it's okay when I let myself go, but I don't think it's okay when she lets herself go. I think it's okay when I let myself... Oh my God, I'm totally blanking. You know what? I have the tape recorder here. Let me just play the tape recorder, see if I can remember how the joke goes. Let me try it right here. So anyway, I used to be in a comfortable relationship, and I think it's okay when I let myself go, but it's not okay when she lets herself go. Like the other night, we're lying in bed, and she rolls over, and she...
No, is it funny to you? Is that it? You've been laughing the entire time I've been up here, okay? You think it's funny to rejoice in the weaknesses of others? Is that what you like, eh? Do you want to do this right now? No, I'm not kidding. Why don't you stand up? Why don't we do this? You ready to do it? Because I'm sick of it.
been a little bit concerned. A couple of weeks ago, after a show in Sydney, I had a lesbian lady come up to me and she said, I found your act very offensive. And I was like, oh my God, because you can only begin to imagine how much I cared. I said, why are you so grumpy with me? It's because in these times of political correctness, and sometimes I just open the glove box of my head and out comes all this silliness, right? And I had said something politically incorrect. There was a show on Australian television many, many years ago, right? And it was a show like sort of a search for the stars-y kind of, America's Got Talent sort of thing in Australia in the early 70s. And there were two contestants. Contestant number one was a magician. Oh, they're so talented. How much do you love magicians? Oh, I'm David Blaine. I'm in a block of ice. Now I'm not. Oh, magic. Contestant number two was a woman who had no arms. Now, this is why the lesbian woman took offence to my story, because in these times of political correctness, you are not allowed to say no arms anymore. You have to say sans arms, or with an arm-type disability that doesn't allow for the challenge of the length of the limb to have a little stretch out and have a little jiggle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying she had no arms and I've got no other way of telling you. I didn't take the arms, by the way. She didn't have them to kick off with, but I'm not anyway. So she was in the studio singing Stand By Your Man. That was her song. I'm sorry, but there is a line in the song that says, give him two arms to cling to. I'm just... What is she doing there is my question. Okay, so here's what happens, right? The rehearsal goes really smoothly. The crew decided to make her feel comfortable so she didn't have to stand in front of a microphone stand, that they would pop her on a couple of bales of hay. Very nice for a country song, very sweet. She's ready to go. Contestant number one, I'm sorry, had the upper hand. He had the most extraordinary finale. Well, it's gone really awkward now, hasn't it? It's just an Australian expression. I'm sorry to have slipped it in like that. But anyway, he had a great big silver plate that he lit up with a match and up came some flames and he put a dome over the top and he said some magic words, and when he took the dome off, 6 doves flew out. Now, even if you don't like magic, like I don't, that's a very impressive trick, but that's not what happened live to air into Australian homes on the night. When he took off the dome, the doves flew out on fire. Everyone was really quite distressed and no one knew what to do as the birds went steaming and screaming and burning off to the roof, right? So they decided to quickly get the cameras across to contestant number two, who's waiting patiently. There's a job in television called a cable basher, and that's a guy or a girl who run alongside the cameras, give a little bit of cable, and you can flick the cables and it lets the cameras move really quickly, right? But when he flicked the cable, he flicked it so hard that it hit the woman. He got such a fright that he dragged the cable back really quickly, but in doing so, it created a lasso-type scenario around the woman's legs. This is a true story. Lifted her up off the bales of hay onto the studio floor. When she's then lassoed by the legs, she can't get up. She's got no arms. No one knows what to do when the floor manager ran over and picked her up by the tits, put her back onto the bales of hay and went sing with these. She then said, sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Even all you loved, you just one man. As the doves started to die, thwack. And if you love him, thwack, thwack, thwack. Steaming up through her shot. The only thing I'll say before I head off, kids, is when you get to the end of the day and you turn to your loved one and you say, oh, geez, I've had a bad day.